Cartoon Network Interactive. D3 Publisher, powered by Engine Black. Oh, hey, the Sexy Genie creators. Yeah, hey guys, this is Bumpy Gaming back here once again. Today we're going to play Regular Show, Mordecai and Rigby in 8-Bit Land for the Nintendo 3DS. Why am I doing this? Well, for starters, there's a Regular Show revival coming out in a couple weeks. And also because, I just wanted to... Well, this week there's that new Michael Jackson movie coming out, but, I couldn't really find any Michael Jackson games that I was interested in. I tried playing a bit of Moonwalker, but I didn't really have much to say about it. That's something like Regular Show, I feel like I would have a decent bit to say about, and boy, do I. Yeah, Regular Show, like, this show was like a staple of my middle and high school years. Yeah, and yeah, I can still remember, like, freshman year of high school, like, every Monday when Cartoon Network would premiere a new episode, I would always gather, I would always, like, go running to the TV, and I would bring, like, my little figurines of Mordecai and Rigby with me. And I would just watch, the new episode. Yeah, good times. Yeah, regular. It still holds up very well today. Yeah. I like, really, I don't know what to say about Regular Show that hasn't been said already. I love Regular Show. And you know who else loves Regular Show? My mom! Muscle Man. What a classic. Anyways, yeah, I actually had this game as a teenager. It's kind of a stupid but funny story also. Yeah, see, when I was a teenager, I started, I started being chronically online more often. And so, I would stumble upon people who say, like, video games based on movies and TV shows, they're always terrible. Nobody should play them. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of bought into that mentality. I'll never forget, like, it was like, the year was 2012. I was 13 years old. It was like a month after my birthday. I thought I was so hip and mature, thinking licensed games are stupid. I can still remember, like, bringing a bunch of my licensed games to, like, a video game store and, like, trying to get some cash out of them. I mean, I walked away with, like, $50, but still, I mean, I had, like, I think I had, like, Battle for Bikini Bottom in that, which, yeah, that would probably get me lynched nowadays. Yeah, so I was back in my teenage years, I was very much of the mindset that licensed games are exclusively for children. Unless it's something like Simpsons Hit and Run, or like Family Guy the game, which, yeah, I had that as a kid. Yeah, yeah, I thought I was so hip and mature getting rid of all my licensed games. But I did actually make an exception for this. Yeah, this game came out like late 2013. I think I actually got it for Christmas that year. Yeah, I made an exception for this, just because of how much I loved Regular Show at the time. But enough dilly-dicking. I I don't know why I'm just now noticing this, but the press start button, it's shaped to look like a Sega Master System cartridge. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete this file. I love how the top screen is like that one episode where they reference Billy Mitchell. Yeah, then yeah, I think he's actually a boss in this game too. That caricature, wasn't his name like something Bobby Ferguson or whatever? No, it doesn't matter. All right, let's start. All right, Mordecai and Rigby, today you're mowing the lawn. Oh, what? We always have to mow the lawn. Yeah, man, come on. It takes all day. Just mow the lawn or you're fired! Whoa, dude, check it out. A package for us.
I bet it's cake. I mean, what else could it be? It's gotta be cake.
Only one way to find out. Anytown, USA. Whoa, a new video game!
Look how awesome! Look how awesome the box art is, dude.
Dude, let's play it. I'll be player 1. You be player 2.
No, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'm player 1. You're just watching. It's only a one.
What? Rock paper scissors for who gets to play first.
I think that screen cap is from the Death Punchies episode. Yeah, I'm not reading all that.
Just play the game.
Heh, heh, heh. I'm also noticing that picture of Pops in the background.
Good show. Jolly good show. Dude, what did you do?
I don't know. I just turned it on.
Ah!
World 1-1. Okay, we're starting out as Mordecai, it seems. Okay, so the B button is what makes me jump. And the X button makes me switch between Mordecai and Rigby. Y and A do nothing. There's these snails. Do 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 do. I love how when Mordecai is about to fall, he does the whoa. Let me see Rigby. Okay, his mouth doesn't do the O shape, but that's cool. Okay, so Rigby cannot double jump, but Mordecai can. Oh yeah, this guy. Double dragon looking And I assume that Mordecai faces an extra life. Yes, it is. It's a checkpoint. I have no idea what that did. Oh, wait, okay. So the Y button lets Mordecai punch, or, yeah, unleash a fist or some crap. Already I'm liking the chiptune music. You know, this was during that era where, like, every company wanted to recreate, you know, the feel of NES games. You know, it's what eventually gave us, you know, stuff like Shovel Knight. Even though the music 8-bit, the graphics kind of feel closer to 16-bit, if I can be completely honest. Yeah, it's just, you know, if you're going to make a game called Mordecai and Rigby in 8-bit land, you know, why not fully commit to that? You know, especially given that, you know, Regular Show makes a ton of, like, 80s references. You know, you might as well just... or hell, you know what? Do what that fucking Rugrats game did. You know, and make a playable NES version of this. Oh, now Rigby does the... Oh, the chance game. Okay. Yeah, I'll just use whatever. I'll go smack dab in the middle. I'll just do the typical this. Let's see what I get. Okay, I got all goodies. Awesome. World 1-2. Let's see what this is about. Yeah, see, like, that snail kind of looks closer to an 8-bit sprite than either Mordecai or Rigby do. Yeah, see, like, and if you notice, like, Rigby can fit through smaller areas. Yeah, so, you know, it's cool that they have, like, different skill sets. Oh, yeah, and he can crouch, too. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. So the Y button. Oh, okay, so Rigby. Oh, that's the Mario 2 skidding sound. Nice. Yeah, so. Holy shit, Rigby can run. That's awesome. Yeah, you hold the Y button, and you can press B. Like, yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for, like, you know, for the fact that you have to do certain segments as Mordecai, yeah, I would say you could probably cheese this game pretty easily as Rigby. Fuck! Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, Mordecai can run, too. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I can cheese the game. I could probably cheese the game as Mordecai. Yeah, I'll just do, like, the same... I'll do, like, the same positions for the chance game. Again, I like the chiptune music, but the problem I have is that it doesn't really fit the graphics that well. Yeah, but I would say, see, on the one hand, this kind of does fit the essence. This kind of does fit, what happens in every episode of regular show. Benson gives them like the simplest task to do. And then suddenly, Mordecai and Rigby have to do some pretty out there shit. Yeah, it's like, Benson, if he says like, guys, today you're yeah, guys, today you're cleaning the fountain, and then, and then by the end of the episode, they've opened like the 7th layer of hell or something. Yeah, so I mean, it works in that sense, but I mean, honestly, 8-Bit Land doesn't really look that different from the park. Oh shit, Rigby has a shotgun. Oh, there's a goose? Okay. Do 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 do. Oh wow, yeah, I'm noticing the timer now. I gotta get through this shit. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. Oh God. Come on. Come on. All right. The end is in sight. It's in sight. It's in sight. All right, here we go. Man, that was a close one. Maybe I could have gotten that even quicker with Mordecai. Oh, frick. Yeah, you know what? Do this. All right. What's 1-4 about? Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Mordecai for this one. At least for now. I'm sure Rigby will be needed. Oh, hey, look at that. Rigby is needed. Yeah, I'll be honest. I do kind of wish Rigby had a double jump like Mordecai. Yeah, double jump just kind of seems like a given in video games at this point. Yeah, see, like that, I can tell you right now, Rigby probably would not have been able to jump over that goose. One thing I always think about with regular show is, like, particularly the character of Benson. people always see him as like an angry jerk, but when Mordecai and Rigby aren't testing his patience, he's actually a very nice. Like, he seems to be like a very nice guy, so long as you do what's asked of you. And I'll be honest, like, as a teen, like, I did kind of hate Benson, but at the same time, I'm like, I low-key knew Mordecai and Rigby kind of deserved what was coming to them. Yeah, it was like... Yeah, regular show, honestly, was kind of hard to watch at times. Well, not even so much, but it's more so because of, like, the amount of secondhand embarrassment I get from Mordecai and Rigby doing anything but their jobs. Yeah, so I mean, if you hate the feeling of secondhand embarrassment, you're probably not going to like this show. Alright, there's the goal. Oh, was that supposed to be the O sound? The O! Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just answering this message. Oh, we got a boss here. Wonder who it could be. How do you beat this guy? Okay, I mean, are you supposed to hit? Are you supposed to hit him on the head? Probably, actually, yeah. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, let me. Fuck. Yeah, I have no clue what to do right now. Oh, okay. Fuck! Yeah, I don't know what to do. I can't exactly attack or nothing. Well, okay, maybe I could still punch. No, I can't even do that. Yeah, I kind of need power-ups for that. Oh, wow, I guess I can hit him on the head. Shit. Yeah, now, like, half my lives are gone. Alright, well, now that I know how to do that... Alright, I'll figure this out eventually. Okay, well, okay, yeah, I guess I gotta use Rigby to get under there. Okay. Actually, I'm not even sure what that is, to be honest. Ah! Press start. Yeah, I gotta... Yeah, I gotta do this again. Now that I have an idea of what to do, I can properly execute the plan. Also, yeah, I love that. I love that animation of Mordecai and Rigby knocking on the TV screen. begging to be freed from their glass prison. Switch to Rigby. Switch back to Mordecai. Eh! Wow. Frick. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Ah, finally. Boss clear. You know what? Let me answer this message really quickly. And then I'll cut back. Alright, I'm back now. Oh, the spaceship ability. Press L button or R button to transform while in a space zone. How long has this video been going on for? Alright, 22 minutes. You know what? You know what? I'll do one of the space levels. I'll do one of the space levels, and then we'll call it quits. Oh yeah, I had only one life left. Yeah, you know, oh, okay, I can use the spaceship. Alright. So I guess it only works when you're in front of the space background. Which, yeah, in case you didn't know it by now, this is the same background that's used in the episode title card. In the title card sequence of each episode. Fuck! Oh, I can charge my late. What the hell? Yeah, this is like one of those Vic Viper type of games, except, you know, it's not auto-scrolling. Not really a fan of these laser sound effects, though. Alright, there's a checkpoint. Yeah, honestly, that's reminding me of, like, the sound design in Nicktoons Unite. Oh. Game over. Wow, shit. Did I really have... Wow. Alright, well, honestly, that whole spaceship segment was starting to get a little clunky, so I don't exactly feel bad about not finishing it, but in either case, yeah, that's gonna do it for my video on regular show, Mordecai and Rigby in 8-Bit Land. It's a decent amount of fun. I imagine that a kid growing up in the early to mid 2010s who liked regular show would have enjoyed this game. And even like a teenager to some extent. I enjoyed this game when I was a teen. Yeah, but I mean, thing is, they don't really take full advantage of it being regular show. I mean, they kind of do, but it's like, you don't. I mean, I understand the vision here. Again, given the whole 80s aesthetic of the show, it definitely makes sense to put Mordecai and Rigby inside of an NES game. Actually, like I said, a lot of companies were doing this around this time. In fact, it was even pouring into some cartoons. I believe, if I remember correctly, there was an episode of regular show. No, not regular. There was an episode of Adventure Time where where BMO sucked Finn and Jake into a video game. And hearing about that episode actually might have been the first time I even heard about Adventure Time. Yeah, I mean, regular show, Mordecai and Rigby in 8-Bit Land, it's a fun time. I mean, it doesn't really do much with the IP it's based on, because, it has all this 8-bit chiptune music, but it can't fully commit to having, 8-bit graphics and whatnot. Yeah, I almost get the sense that WayForward might have wanted to make something else, and then, maybe use what was already made from that and turn it into a regular show. I mean, other than that, I enjoy this game a decent amount. So anyways, yeah, this is Bumpy Gaming going back under the bed. And remember, there are fates worse than death.